Hi everybody, Tim here with today's episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Season 7, Episode 5, Chrysalis. So this episode was not that great, and I mean, I kind of could tell from the very beginning where it's a sequel to the previous episode, Statistical Probabilities, where we see Jack, Patrick, Lauren, and Serena return. Statistical Probabilities was not that great of an episode. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it was pretty average. So, I mean, sequels are usually not as good as the predecessor, so I could kind of tell that this one's not going to be that great. But it is a really different episode than that one. So, in this episode, Serena, who was the one who was mute in the first episode, she basically just kind of sat in the background and didn't really do anything. She's the main character of this episode, where Bashir gives her surgery and it basically like wakes her up, almost like The Awakenings or something, if you guys have seen that with Ron Williams. And so, like, now she's awake and conscious and talking and intelligent. And there's a really great scene with our four of them where start singing Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. And I was reading a little trivia about it, and evidently that was a very difficult scene to film because they all have different singing abilities. But overall, like, they did a great job with editing and everything. Like, it was a really well done scene, and that's kind of the scene where Serena really kind of awakens. Overall, I enjoyed it. Like, she has some great scenes with Dr. Bashir, who once again just falls in love at the drop of a hat, and that kind of bothered me because it's almost like season 1 Dr. Bashir rather than season 7 Dr. Bashir. And by the time we get to the end of the episode, the Jack, Patrick, and Lauren decide to go back to the Institute, and Serena decides to go on her own journey. She goes somewhere else. And I don't know, it was kind of a bittersweet type of episode. It was fantastic editing and everything like that. I don't know, it was a story about characters that I particularly don't have a huge interest in, I guess. So, for those who have seen this one, did you think Statistical Probabilities would ever have a sequel? All the kudos to the actress who plays Serena, because like I said, she didn't do anything in the first episode, and she's the main character for this one, so she did a great job. Go ahead, let me know what you guys think about this episode. I will see you guys next time for Treachery, Faith, and the Great River.